Hey guys, Lex here, and this is actually my second video in this Lex is Mine series. I've done one before about people taking random photographs of people and putting on the internet with, oh, look at this idiot, and just basically try to humiliate them and stuff. And I thought that was bullshit, and these people are cowards and stuff. And I said some nasty things in that video that I shouldn't have said because I was quite pissed off at the time of doing it. And I ended up deleting it because I don't think too many people were liking it. So I decided to revive the series. This is my sort of vlog series where I talk about things that are non-fragrance related. This is completely different from any fragrance series, stuff like that. This has nothing to do with the fragrance or gaming or anything else. And well, today I'm actually going to talk about something recent that happened and an issue I want to raise. Well, on Monday there was my last day at my job. Now, the particular place I worked at are very image conscious, the sort of place that likes to Google themselves to see what people are saying about them on sites like Facebook and stuff. The sort of company that are more than happy to invade your privacy. The sort of company that will Google you and search your Facebook and stuff more like when they want to employ you. That sort of place we're talking about. And I recently was let go along with 700 other people. And that was Monday, was my last day. And I believe it was supposed to be, the original contract was supposed to be there for about 3 months. And they used to bang on and on and on about this contract. We can't break the contract, this will happen to you, you'll need to pay this money, you'll need to pay us for the training and stuff that they paid us for. They paid for our training. And you need to pay us for the training and pay this and pay that. And this will happen if you break the contract, and this will happen, you won't get a reference, this and blah blah blah. But they went ahead and basically broke it. It's okay for them to break the contract. And a few people were sort of weirded out thinking, why did you get let go on a Monday? Why was that your last day and not the Friday or the Saturday or the Sunday? Well, the reason they kept us working and paid us for a full day on the Monday was so they could say, we gave you 7 days notice, which was part of the contract. So we can't break a leave within that 3 months, but they can, no problem. They can cut it down whenever they want. And we don't count, you know. And I remember it happened, they gave us our 7 days notice. And I remember it happened, and it was the week before. I was coming back from the toilet, and I just saw all the people from all the other floors getting herded into our office like cattle, and I mean really squashed in. The room was pretty much almost full, and I mean really, like, there was no room. We were like really squashed out of this room. Everyone from every floor in this particular part, this sort of project was all on this floor. And the big boss people came down and basically just told us, hey, you're all getting let go. And Monday's going to be your last day next week, so basically screw you guys. And 700 people, not a couple of people. It doesn't matter, even if it was a couple of people, the point is it still happened. 700 people got let go that day. And everyone was going crazy and looking for jobs, and just everyone was in a... Now, it was the way they done it as well, herding everyone in like fucking cattle. Like, we're not human beings, we're just cattle. I mean, we don't count. And the thing about it was, I didn't really know what to think about it at the time. I was just sort of, trying to make jokes about it, and but I was just like, huh, what the hell just happened? And I was drinking that day, and it was just that way where I went home early, because I was drinking and thinking about it in my local. And after it happened, the more I thought about it, the more angry I got. And it wasn't really for me, but just at the whole how they done it. And just to think, like, I live with my parents, I can find another job, I've got a home to come to, there's going to be food on the table, you know. Because I live with my parents and stuff, I've got someone paying money to do my washing. If I've got interviews and I'm out of cash, I need to borrow cash, my parents will give me cash and I'll pay them back. I've got those sort of options, so it's not that big a deal for me. But there's single mothers, single fathers, there's parents and stuff that are in that place who are going to be out of a job. You know, we're going to have to tell the kids, we can't go to Spain this year and stuff. People have booked holidays and had plans that they're now going to have to cancel because some greedy fucker decides that, oh, we don't count. And this project in particular was it was a new thing. I'm being sort of oblivious. I'm not naming the name of the organisation or the particular project, because again, I'm trying to look for more jobs, and the last thing I need is to be bad mouthing one of my employers. So I'm just a random guy working at a random place talking about a particular situation that involves me and that particular place. So yeah, don't really go posting the comments, oh, was it this place, was it that place, because the sort of company that Google goes, oh, comments, and I'm not really wanting to take too many risks at the moment. But anyway, I know I sound like a pussy considering I do free station, but it just irritates me that people are not numbers. People have lives, people have feelings, people have thoughts, people can get angry, people can get depressed, people can get pushed over the edge, people can have mental breakdowns, people can wake up one morning and say to themselves, you know what, I don't want to live anymore. And I know it seems like I'm jumping the deep end, but like someone in that place is going through a hard time. You know, I remember the family had was very in a serious condition in hospital. They'd just been made homeless. They weren't getting on with their partner at the time, and their life was falling apart. And then and she got fired by them because she said she tried to phone them but couldn't get through. So they basically said, "Oh fuck you didn't contact us," and let her go. So she came into work and found out she'd been fired and they hadn't even told her. And I'm not, but I mean, it saves someone. She didn't seem that like weak. She was quite a strong person. But for someone who's, I mean, really sort of fragile, that is enough to push them over the edge. And so they could have at home that night and thought, you know what, fuck it. And downed a bottle of pills and thought, I'm sick of this, I don't need this right now. And just that would have been it. And the point is, it didn't happen though, did it? Then that's not the point. The point is it could have happened. The point is it could have happened to someone. And that's the point. As a business decision, it's really smart. Take on loads of people, promise them a career, and just cut the ones we don't need. It's a business point of view, that's really smart. And this company are going to be doing it. They're keeping on some folk. And I believe the amount they were keeping on, from what I heard, was about 100. And they're going to cut that down again and see how they get on. And if they get on fine, cut that down again. So I've done it already to 700 people, and they're going to do it again and again. And they'll keep fucking getting away with it. In fact, I'm surprised it hasn't been in the papers. And I'm tempted to go to the papers. I know where one of the main papers for this city is. And I mean, I was out drinking and I kept thinking, you know what, I could, that's 10 minutes away. I was so wanting to just walk in there and say, you know what, I got a story for you guys. I don't know why I didn't do it. I didn't want to walk in there and they just go, fuck you. I also didn't want my name exposed and I didn't. So I was just pretty pissed off at the whole, well, it doesn't matter, just cut them. Just cut people who have lives and families and stuff. And they just don't, obviously, you know, don't mix business and personal. But the point is, it's one of these things that always happens. It's the same with retail. People are cattle. It's absolute bullshit. I mean, it actually is. And the way they done it, herding everyone in. And then after it, they were like, hey, just, you know, start doing your job again and just start, you know, get on with it. And it was a horrible atmosphere because everyone was angry. How can you... I know they had to time it to get everyone told. But the people that came in that went in that day, they were off. Pardon me, I get a terrible cough. And people were off. Get taken into a room. And there were groups, like 10 of them or so. And someone would sit down and explain the situation. So they kind of got easier compared to sitting there with a good couple of hundred other people and getting told, yeah, you're out of job. So again, hey, just take them on and get rid of them. Wouldn't it be smart to just take on a few people? It just annoys me that they're willing to pay us for the Monday's work. They're more than happy to spend all that money paying 100 or so people for Monday, so they could say it's they've given us 7 days, you know, notice. I mean, we can't break the contract. Don't do this, security this, contract that. Except in their case, it doesn't matter. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Oh, it doesn't matter if the boss is always right. They're still the boss. That's shit. It's bullshit. That's what that is. This type of shit, that is bullshit. Because it stinks. Situation stinks. Just like bullshit. No one likes it. No one wants to fucking go near it. Bullshit. And it's fucking unbelievable. Like, I was fucking annoyed. And I was annoyed at myself. Because I sat there. And I was after it happened, I thought to myself, why didn't I say something? I really not wanted to be the hero. I just want to stand up. And say, you know what, fuck you. You know, that's ridiculous. You promised these people this, you promised these people that, and now you're cutting out and going, we're breaking the contract, but, you know, fuck you guys. And I was angry at myself for not saying it, for not standing up and going, fuck you. I don't know why I wanted to do it. Maybe I was doing it to make people think, you know, at least someone said something, see what everyone was thinking. If I done it for me, if I just wanted to show the bosses that I wouldn't take crap, and not everyone is a number, and so we sit and be told what to do, and be bullied by people that, because of the boss, you need to do what they say. Really? Adolf Hitler, he was the boss of Germany at one point. Was what he doing right? No. But he's still done it. And people still were like, yeah, it's cool, he's a boss. See what I'm talking about? And I know you're probably thinking, oh, he's comparing, modern business world to World War II. No, the point is it's the exact same thing. Someone does something and everyone accepts it because of that person's status, regardless of what it is. Same in fragrance videos. You think it's a good reviewer says something, you trust them. Doesn't matter if you disagree. Some people bend their fucking opinions to match. Oh, but the reviewer said this. Oh, thing off. And it's absolute shit. And it's just something off my chest. It's just something that happens all the fucking time. People are not cattle. They're not sheep. They're not numbers. People are human beings. They've fucking got lives. They get feelings. Some people can get depressed. Some people can get angry. Some people can go home and decide fuck it and down a bottle of pills. People have kids. People are going to have to go home and tell the kids, oh, we can't go on that holiday. You can't get those new trainers you wanted. Stuff like that because they're hard up for cash. Shit like that. So, to these business folk, that's a smart decision. It's completely logical. Take loads of folk on and get rid of the ones you don't need. But the ones that you get rid of are people. They're not numbers. You can't just erase them like mistakes. I just go, oh, they don't count. I mean, it doesn't matter. They've got kids. Who cares? It doesn't matter that they've got lives. It doesn't matter that they could get depressed. It doesn't matter that they have feelings or thoughts. It doesn't matter that a lot of them could go home today and feel like smashing a wall up because they're angry and or sad. Or they could go and just fucking think, fuck it. There could be some people like the person I mentioned earlier whose life is falling apart and that's the last thing they need. It's just it's rubbing salt in an open wound. It's like if you came in with a fucking slashed up chest and I went, here, have some vodka over that, Except vodka would actually fucking help clean the wound, Unbelievable. It's just bullshit. And there's a lot of people here thinking, oh, that's life, Lex. It's happened to everyone. I know it's happened to everyone, but it still should be voiced. And I want to voice my opinion because this is probably me making up for the fact I didn't say anything at the time. And the attitude, the whole thing was just meh. And it was they were just hypocrites. And they'll do this security, that. But whenever it was them, it doesn't matter as long as we benefit from it. Banging on. Like this particular place as well forgot to phone me. I went for a training program for 4 days. And it was meant to go live, this particular thing, a few days after that. Again, I'm trying to stray away from dates here, so you guys can't really know what I'm talking about, because I'm trying to keep it secret. But the point is, it could be any organisation. It doesn't matter this particular organisation, because it happens in many organisations. So it's just all organisations fall into this category. And they forgot to call me for like a good 2 weeks. I lost out on 2 weeks of wages. I've only started I only started on the 1st of April. And I'm basically in and out of this job and I've not even seen my first paycheck. Sort of like, come on here, It's, it's bullshit. And then after them banging on about being your best and always be on the ball and always be sharp and don't slack. Really? Well, fucking, how about phone your employees? We just forgot to phone an employee. Like, how can you not notice? Did you not notice that I didn't come into work for 2 weeks? Hey, look at this empty desk that's been gathering dust. Did it not flag up in the system? This guy's been absent? And then I went in and they had all my logins and stuff that I needed for the system. No problem. So I was obviously ready. Being on the ball? Preach what you fucking, practice what you goddamn preach. Like, seriously, I find it so hard to take these people seriously. In college and school and all sorts of work where they say something like it's the fucking law and then they bend it again. Like, that doesn't matter now, things have changed. It's like 2 seconds ago you were saying that as if it was the fucking 10 Commandments. Fuck off. Fuck you. And if there is someone who's watching and they know the place I'm talking about, and maybe one of the bosses about this in this place just might so happen to be watching, well, just so you guys know that not all of us are going to put up with it. Not all of us are going to sit back and just be like, okay, it was okay, that's just how things are. No, I'm not going to accept that shit. Maybe some people will, but I'm just saying that some people won't. And I hope someone is watching, just to let you guys know that people aren't going to sit back and be treated like numbers. Because we aren't numbers. Fucking, it's like national service. Talk about bringing back national service. Like, for example, if there are people outside on our beaches with tanks and guns and planes ready to invade our country and destroy everything and kill innocents and put us in concentration camps, I would fight for my country, no problem. But I am not going to war to fight for money or oil or nuclear arms or so some fucking decrepit old private school politician can get votes. not wasting, getting human life being killed for that, because human life is worth so much more than that shit. Human life is worth so much more than some businessman's idea of how to run something. We're just numbers, yeah? Well, fuck you, because I'm not a number, I'm a fucking person with thoughts. And those thoughts and feelings are the reason I'm doing this video. So, fuck you. That's all I've got to say. Fuck you. I do not have any respect for said people. At all. And I never, ever, ever, ever will. Ever. Just think about that for a second.